Okay.
Hello, everyone. My name's Dean. Let's talk crypto. This is where you subscribe for daily Bitcoin updates and technical analysis. We track the price of Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large. Today is May 30th, 2022, and my message for you today is buy in May and walk away. Yes, that's correct. Buy in May and walk away. If that sounds interesting to you, then watch until the very end. I'm going to explain exactly why understanding, like fully understanding what I just said, may change your life. All right. We are on the weekly chart. I've turned on the log scale, and I want just to put this in perspective, right? Good analysis should be simple. Doesn't necessarily mean it's easy, but it should be simple. If you find yourself, in my experience, in my trading and my charting experience, I've traded tens of thousands of hours, charted tens of thousands of hours. I'm here with you daily, providing analysis daily, looking at the charts daily. Doesn't mean I trade daily, but I do this for a living. In my experience, for what it's worth, the simpler the explanation, the more likely. The more complex, the less likely, right? It's seldom does a chart do a 5% move. When I say a 5% move, I mean the likelihood that it puts in this rare chart pattern, this rare move, is like a 5% thing, and that's how you can explain it. So that's what you put in. It's possible, but it's improbable, okay? Let's keep things simple. You have this massive downtrend since November, okay? And let's get our pen out. You have this massive downtrend since November, okay? Here you had all-time high of 69K. Ever since you've been going down, okay? That's around 200 days of downward price action. Bitcoin, the market leader, about half of your market cap, right? Right now it's sitting at around 45% of your total market cap, right? So as Bitcoin goes, the whole space goes. This is why this show is called the Daily Bitcoin Update. We track the price of Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large. You get it, right? Now, if Bitcoin's going down for 200 straight days, pretty much everything else is going down, and that much harder, right? It's going to be rare that any asset buck that trend. However, once Bitcoin finally finds support, once Bitcoin finally gets some respite and turns around, changes the trend, then those assets that are not as strong as Bitcoin, right? They don't have as much market cap, are going to turn around and disproportionately move to the upside. Now, that I think we can all agree with. Another thing we can all agree with. I drew a very simple what's this called? Range. It's a range. A very simple range, okay? And ever since February of 2021, we've been going up and down and up and down this range, okay? I think everybody can agree to that. It doesn't take a super analyst and, somebody who understands the intricacies of GAN analysis to tell you that. We've been going up and down between the ranges of around 28K or 30K. Let's just say 30K and 70K, okay? 30K and 70K. 30K is the bottom, 70K is the top, okay? We go up and down and up and down and up and down. We've finally reached the bottom of this range. In addition to that, even the most amateur of chartists, of analysts, can tell you, when you see a hammer candle with a long wick, okay, and actually 3 straight weeks of such candles, that is indicative. It's sort of, it tells you that there's strong buying pressure here, okay? Strong wicks to the downside means strong buy pressure to the downside, means the price does not seek to go any lower, and actually it wants to go higher. So for 1, 2, 3, this is a weekly candle. Every candle represents 1 week of trading, okay? 1 week of price action. For 3 successive weeks, we've put in strong candles showing strong buy pressure, okay? And you see this? This is a capitulative volume candle. Volume analysis is important. It's pretty basic, okay? Again, let's keep it simple. A lot of volume, more volume than you had previously had, right? In the past, I don't know, 150 days, right? This is a lot of volume, and you got this on this candle. That signifies, even for the most, novice of traders, novice of chartists, novice of analysts, that signifies a trend change, a capitulation event, okay? That's the end of said trend. Even if you do not know how to read this and you don't recognize this, right? And let's just go on a limb and say, this is a 3-wave move, okay? It looks like a 3-wave move to me. I don't, if you want to overcomplicate it, you could say it's more, but, it's 1, 2, 3. That's an A wave. Anybody who knows anything about Elliott wave analysis knows something about corrective waves, right? The corrective waves are in 3, okay? So you see 1, 2, 3, that's B, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know that the last wave of every corrective wave is impulsive. So here you have your quintessential 3-wave move. So again, keeping it all simple. And I want to do this, and I know for those of you who are subscribed, those of you who've been with me for some time, know all of this through in and throughout. The reason I'm reiterating this and I'm going over this in this way is by chance, someone just stumbles on this material and it clicks for them, it resonates with them, and they're like, oh shit, absolutely. It makes perfect sense. You don't have to believe me, but it just resonates with what you already know, with what they already know. And they're like, I'm going to take positions because I'm at support. And the trend, a 200-day trend, has just changed, which means if I buy support and I trade it up to the next resistance, that can be life-changing gains. Okay, this is why I'm publishing this video today. This is why I'm repeating what I've been saying. A lot of you all already know this. A lot of you who've been following this channel have already started building positions, right? In this region, in this region, in this region, right? We've been building positions because you've been looking out for this. You've been anticipating this. This is for those that have not yet anticipated, who may be of the belief that, oh, this is a fake out, or I don't know what you would call it, and we're looking for further downside. It's just highly unlikely. Look at this candle. Look at these candles. Basic candlestick analysis will tell you that this level right here is a support, right? And it doesn't seek to be breached, okay? So that's the idea. Zooming out on the macro, you can see 3 waves here, 3 waves here. What comes after, right? If you have any understanding of Elliott wave theory and corrective waves, you know that a flat correction is a 3-wave correction, and it's comprised of an A wave, a B wave, and then the last wave is a 5-wave move to the upside, an impulsive wave. Okay, it's on high volume typically, so you should see volume rise, and it's fast. That's why we call it impulsive. Okay, it's fast, and we should be targeting the next major resistance. Okay, not anything here, not anything here. No, the next major resistance. Okay, I'm using Bitcoin as a proxy for the rest of the cryptocurrency market. So even though in Bitcoin, the path from the bottom of this channel to the top is a mere 120%, okay, and we could even breach slightly above this, right, wick above, it'd be 140, 150%, something like that, okay? In altcoins, in smaller cap projects, multiply that by a lot, because their downtrends, although Bitcoin went down, for 200 days, it went down all of 62%, 63%. A lot of assets went down 85, 95, 98, 99%. So imagine the gains, right? You can improve your yield, your risk on returns, okay, by investing in altcoins at the bottom, which we're at. All right. So three-wave move. Again, I've explained this in basic support and resistance using this channel. I've explained it in basic Elliott wave theory. A three-wave move here, a three-wave move here. You're looking for a five-wave move up. Okay. But then understand that after you get to this resistance, you can expect another move to the downside, finally breaching the bottom of this resistance. Okay, that's the larger analysis. But let's keep things simple. As I said, you just want to look at this range and going up and down this range, and you're just at the bottom of this range, so you should expect to go up. So the question to most people, or the question that most people have, is this move for real? Is Bitcoin putting in a fake pump or whatever? Just zoom out, look at the chart, use basic logic. All right. So that's why you buy in May and walk away, because May just so happens to be the month we're in, and it rhymes with away, okay? And we're at support. And what do you want to do? Investing 101. You buy support and you sell resistance. If you try to be cute and sell here and buy back and sell here and buy back and sell here and buy back and sell here and buy, you can probably do it. But be very careful, and I'm going to tell you why. Let's go to just look at this. Guys, look at this, right? Look at this watch list. Look at how green it is. Double-digit gains. It's here, okay? And yeah, you're looking at these double-digit gains, 28% here, 16% here. That's not what's going to make you wealthy. That's not what's going to make you rich. What's going to make you rich is the eighth wonder of the world, or ninth wonder of the world, whatever they called it, compound interest. Meaning, if your asset that you invest in goes 15% one day, and then the next day does 15%, and the next day goes 15%, and then corrects 5%, and then does 15% again, and 20%, and 25%. You don't add those, right? They're not additive. They compound on one another, right? They compound the gains. This is how you are wealthy. But in order to experience compound gains, you have to stay in the trend. I can't repeat this enough. And I've made this mistake. This is why I'm talking to you from somebody who's been in this position in an altcoin season, in sort of exponential growth. Okay, let's just take ADA for instance. Okay, on the weekly chart, I've experienced this. I've tried to be smarter than the average bear. And hey, I'm going to just sell, whatever I think is resistance, and then buy back and then compound my money even more. No, buy and go away, walk away, because some of these patterns, these altcoins are going to run in a non-predictable way. And it's not necessarily going to be when Bitcoin runs, they are going to run. If you haven't noticed it yet, they're on their own schedule. That's why we call it altcoin season, because Bitcoin is going sideways and gradually going up. They're allowed to do their own thing, and Bitcoin dominance is a result of them doing their own thing, Bitcoin not necessarily outrunning them. So if you are in a coin like Dodo, for instance, you will have experienced a significant amount of gains, already since yesterday, right? You went up 30, 40%, something like that, okay? And it actually did, reject at resistance and then correct it to its 618. But who's to say it's not going to correct to its 382 and continue, right? And if you miss the trend, you miss the compound gains. Just be patient. Buy, be patient, wait, forget about it until you reach major resistance, right? a major weekly resistance, high time frame resistance. Again, going back to ADA, it's running, okay? And these, just like Bitcoin, actually, unlike Bitcoin, these assets that I'm personally investing in are not capped by a range. You don't have a full chart to really see the previous impulse and all that stuff. But unlike Bitcoin, Cardano, Telcoin, Ravane, Cadena, Dodo, Reserve Rights, they've put in a 90+% drawdown, okay? And they've broken the channel, what Bitcoin's looking to do after it reaches the top of its channel, yeah? So in the time that Bitcoin reaches the top of its channel, a lot of these altcoins are going to not only reach the top of where they were, but surpass it. You don't know how it's going to happen. You know what's going to happen with a high degree of probability. You do not know how. You do not know the rate at which they're going to grow. One day it might be 100%. The next day it might be 50 or 20%. Just buy and get the hell out of the way. This is how you do it. This is why I can't stress enough. Buy in May and walk away. Guys, if you're getting value from this, please like, share, and subscribe. It's tough to say, this is correct. He knows what he's talking about, right? Other people will tell you, hey, you've experienced, 10%, 15%, take your profits, take it off the table. We're in a 200-day downtrend. You're crazy if you're not taking the little bit of profits we're allowed to take, because, there's more pain. A lot of people are reading the idea, the fact that, yes, once you get to these levels right here, you get up, you put your 5 waves in, it's likely that you come down. A lot of people are reading this on the monthly chart and saying, we're going to go down because we have to go down at these levels. They're seeing the confluence at 13K or whatever, right? But read the chart in front of you. That probably will happen, most likely will happen. But before that happens, you have to test the tops of this chart according to what we're looking at here, okay? So get in your favorite altcoins that's fundamentally sound, okay? Do your fundamental analysis. It's fundamentally sound. Ideally, again, you want to buy something that's not range bound like Bitcoin or Ethereum, right? Where it's capped by the 1618 of this A wave, okay? Or it's likely to reject at the top of its range. You want to buy something that's already done this, okay? Metaphorically, it's done, it's completed its wave 2 correction, okay? You want to buy something that's already done that, okay? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then that gets a little more complex, okay? But all of that to say is, buy your favorite altcoin, get the hell out of the way, and take profit at major resistance. And one of the easier ways to do that, get a stochastic RSI indicator, right? Just like this, you see Bitcoin is completely oversold, okay? You can check even in the data. You see that the K and the D are pretty much at 0, okay? That means these two figures, these two lines, the K and the D of the stochastic RSI are bottomed out. That means they're oversold. Wait until it gets to the top here before even thinking of selling, okay? If you don't know how to read charts, that's just how you can use indicators. Another thing is, people are saying, oh, this is the end, this is the end. Look, once again, we are in extreme fear. We've been in extreme fear for many days now, okay? You've had a ton of chances to buy. Would you want to sell at extreme fear? Or do you think that's a good macro bottom? You think about it for yourself. Nobody can give you the answers, right? But this is just analysis. It's all probabilistic. There's no crystal ball, but you deal in probabilities, right? Hedge, buy a few altcoins. You don't have to get 50 or 40 or anything like that. Buy a few altcoins. You're buying on support. Buy and wait. Wait until they mature. Just watch the gains compound. That's the secret. That's why you have to walk away. Don't overtrade this, my friends. I can't stress this enough, okay? I've reached the end of the video. If you've gotten value from this analysis, please like, share, and subscribe. And I wish you the best experience during this coming altcoin season. I don't know how long it's going to last. My money's on, 6 to 8 weeks tops, but who knows, okay? Just, execute. Have a great Memorial Day if you're American. If you're not, have a great Monday, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.